Good morning and welcome to Better Thyself segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. Each one of us has a secret desire to be viewed as a person who is vibrant, who is successful, and who is inspiring. And yet, at the same time, each one of us, a majority of us, feel that we are not so. There's a gap between what we aspire to be and what we are. And that's primarily because we do not boost our self-worth. We do not feel better about yourself. And the main reason for that is that all the teachings of all the sages and all the gurus have been humility. And we have come to mean humility as demeaning ourselves, as debasing ourselves, an absolute antithesis of humility. Real humility means understanding your real worth and at the same time try to boost it. You are what you think. If you cannot manifest your vision, then you are not visionary. And if you don't think you are successful, you are not successful. So the question arises, how to boost your self-worth? That's a million-dollar question which faces many people, and they ask me. And I can give you some tips, but it's really the change of your mindset. The first tip I'll give you for boosting your self-worth is pretend that you are your own best friend. Any outside best friend would be a palliative, a band-aid. You are with yourself 24/7. Right from the time you're born till the time you say goodbye to the world. You are you. And in case you are not your best friend, then something is wrong somewhere. Start noticing what you say to yourself. You'll be taken aback, however many times you would realize that you are very unkind to yourself. You say unkind things to yourself. You might say it's normal. Yes, it might be normal for normal human beings, but it's not normal for the people who want to be vibrant, for the people who want to be inspiring. Allow yourself to come up with your thoughts and do not judge yourself for having them. Whatever thoughts are, they are yours. Be proud of your thoughts, right or wrong. That's something different. But until and unless you are your best friend, you cannot be expecting others to be your best friend. Stop saying unkind things to you. Now, suppose you have a best friend. Would you say unkind thing to your best friend? You would not. You would not say unkind thing even to a stranger. You might say unkind things to your enemy. So are you your own enemy? You are not. So why be unkind to yourself? Why debase yourself? Why not assert your good points? Ignore bad points if they are anything. So the question has to wake you up. Wake you up to your potentials. Wake you up to your worth. And speak about other human beings as you would speak for yourself. In other words, what they say is, treat everybody as love thy neighbor as thyself. Love thyself first. You can't love others if you don't love yourself. I know it's going to be difficult because people are going to think how proud you are, how egoist you are, how selfish you are. Fine, you are, but it's you. And if you you would find that the more you practice to be your best friend, the better best friend you would be, and a better human being you would be. Then the second point, or the second tip would be, surround yourself with the people who puck you up, who bring you up. Don't surround yourself with the naysayers. As a matter of fact, the best policy is to not only to ignore them, but to snub them. Tell them you're not interested in hearing negative things. You might say that, well, your best friend would say negative things to you. No. Best friend would say negative things in a sugar-coated manner, not to hurt you. And the people who don't bring you up, the people who don't prop you up, are not reliable people. You need, every human being needs, excuse, every human being needs to be propped. So, while you are appreciating yourself, reinforce that sense of appreciation by having the people that surround you appreciate you. And the result will be you'll fall in yourself. And once you do that, you'll appreciate the power of loving yourself, which will make you feel grounded. This is very important. Then the third thing is, when you meet good friends and the real friends, ask them what they appreciate about you. I've seen people are very shy about asking, well, you like me? Why do you like me? Now, this is a question which you can ask your good friends only, or your family members. And then don't forget, many a times a kind word from a person that you love and trust can go a long way in making you feel yourself and enables you to feel your worth. The perspective of your friends and your family members would shed some light on the qualities which you might be ignorant. You might be ignoring it. You might not even be aware of it. Or you might have dismissed that quality, but when those friends and family members bring that quality to your notice, you'll start building that up. The life is a series of building blocks. Virginia Woolf used to say it's a series of gig lamps. I would say this is a series of blocks. And each block aids building up the second block. They have become the foundation stone of your worth. Third, see what triggers you. Get curious about what triggers you. We are human beings. We get triggered all sorts of times. And the words which trigger us are words, actions, decisions, comments, and the list go on and on. Now, triggering can be good, triggering can be bad, but then whatever trigger, you should be aware of that. When don't become angry with others or situations when you are emotionally triggered. When you are emotionally triggered, then your vision is warped. So let it cool down and then become serious about realizing whether this triggering was worth you. And in case that trigger was not worth you, avoid that trigger. As I say, the food which triggers in you acidity, avoid that food. So avoid those actions, avoid those people who trigger in you the sense of being negative, the sense of being inferior, the sense of being a debaser of yourself. So But then you will know only when you are triggered and you are aware of what is triggering you. Then that's the most important thing. Accept yourself and be grateful for it. Healthy or unhealthy, rich or poor, accept, and don't let any outside trigger make you feel that you are not worth. Avoid those triggers. And when you avoid them, and you will avoid them when you know them, when you're curious about them. So this is one of the most important things. And then, try to be kind to yourself and kind to the others. Now, this is a very less traveled road. We always say you should be kind, and we are never kind. Kind does not mean only speaking in a tone which is gentle. A look, a touch, excuse me. A smile, all can be expressions of kindness. And when you are kind to the others, they will in return be kind to you. And then you'll be kind to yourself. Giving compliments. We have stopped giving compliments to people. Give compliments to people. You're going with your spouse, your partner, or your child. Open the door of the car. Call people. Start random conversation with the strangers. You are going out shopping and you are standing in a queue. Start conversing. Talk about the weather. And this is what I love about it. What a nice day it is. It makes you feel nice. So the kindness is not only helping, it is establishing communication as a human being, irrespective of what the person is, irrespective of anything. And you would see that the tiniest act can make you feel better. And then don't be fake about giving compliments. Be sincere. Be genuine. A fake would be immediately recognized. And instead of improving your self-worth, you will be reducing it. You'll be degrading yourself as a human being. And then feel gratitude. Gratitude to everything. Gratitude to the nature for the lovely flowers. Gratitude to the nature for the clouds in the sky. A starlit night, the moonlight falling, the gentle breeze, the waves. That's grateful to the nature. Grateful to the people who make your life. Grateful to the doctor. Grateful to the lawyer. Grateful to the teacher. Grateful to the friends. And most important, grateful to yourself. Grateful to your family. Grateful to your children. And that need not be told. Your behavior, your looks, your soul itself comes where you deal decently, gently, kindly. And then say to yourself, I appreciate that I have a capacity to feel that gratitude, the sense of gratitude. And then the last step would be recognize that every human being has a struggle. Every human being has his troubles, trials, tribulations. But the main thing is, so you have. The only difference is the person who has good self-worth internalizes that trouble. If I'm sick, it's my sickness. I internalize it. And when I internalize it, it gives me confidence, enables me, it pushes my adrenaline up, it pushes my emotional quotient up, and I feel as if a new tribe starts enabling me, lifting me, let me feel safe. And I'm able to talk and walk some of my stuff. And this communication with the understanding and the feeling that my troubles are just a small part of microcosm make me feel okay, good enough. When I'm at Sri pain, my wife says, well, look at those people whose pain has still been worse. Once I remember in my complete blue mood, my wife talked to me of Stephen Hawkins, how he could achieve, though he was a quadriplegic. This makes you feel less alone. Ironically, makes your self-worth soar through the roof. Being open, you are able to move through yourself, remove from all inhibitions and remove from all constraints. So, improve your self-worth. Maybe these 7 tips would enable you to improve it and be a better human being. Thank you.